faculty and our guest. Dr. Adeboye, okay? Dr. Taiwo, okay? Yes. Okay, another one here. Let's be fast about it.
Thank you, sir. My name is Oluyomi Victor from BTH4. My question is, if AI could become super intelligent, then what impact could it have on humanity and our daily lives? The second question is, can artificial intelligence ever reflect the image of God? That is, the imago Dei. The third question is, some people believed that AI could participate in the end time, event. End time event. Yes, sir. What is your theological stance on this, sir? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Okay, it's a form of contribution, and I will ask a question. While you are presenting, sir, so one of our Baba here was discussing with me about the issue of AI, the spirituality aspect of our minister, and then inculcating AI into his ministry. That probably there might be a possibility of losing some side of spirituality. And I said, it's not good to be like that. If truly people that want to inculcate AI into what we are doing, what they are doing, have the deeper knowledge of what AI is all about. From experience, I know some people that they don't know anything about it. They just put in, the other time I came to out about prompts. So they will just put in anything, they just extract it and present it just like that. There is nothing related to them in what they are presenting. They can't say anything about it. And this thing they get from this AI of a thing was something someone put into AI that is given to us. It is someone that wrote the book that you are getting from AI. That information, someone wrote it and give it to AI company and they put it there. So, and I told him that if you want to use AI, you need to have your own, what is your own idea? What are you bringing up? So that it will help you to modify things. Now, what can you say about the issue of, because people are losing interest in trying to come into this AI world. What can you say about the spirituality aspect of it? How to moderate, how to balance it up? Thank you, sir.
And the question is a bit closer. I want to confirm and to ask, is there any way in theological aspect we can have an input? We can have an input into the AI technology that will be giving the truth down to the system before it be giving it back.
That has also been said in this conference. Let me go to our fathers. Yes, ask the question. Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir. With this AI, we get everything easily. There is global connection, global economy, global control, global unity. And that raises concern in the hearts of many Christians. Trying to link it up with this mark of the beast in Revelation chapter 13. So I want, what is your thought? What is your view? What is your perspective about this?
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Mine is not much a question, but to buttress what our lecturer have told us, that AI is not a recent development. It's a build-up on earlier technologies. Having been a secretary, I've worked on systems ever before I resumed seminary. But when I resumed seminary, I found some of my friends who has only fears for technology. As at that time, there was no laptop. But I have worked on this one-room big computer, which I know a lot. So it's a build-up on earlier technologies, sir. And it will continue. In fact, in the next 5 years, AI may not be there. some other thing may come up, and it will come up. And honestly, till Jesus will come, the intuitive capacity and in the creativity that God has imparted in us will not stop until Jesus comes. Thank you.
Thank you. Let me start from where he stopped. AI is not CCCs, but technology and knowledge is advancing. We are advancing towards the end of the age. And the prophecies of the Bible will come to about AI has not come to fulfill that prophecy, but it's a step towards that journey. Now I appreciate the presenter for areas you have dealt with. I want to encourage us as Christians, especially as ministers, to get ourselves aligned and develop our skills in this area. Now, AI uses database, and it will only use the information that is trained with. The challenge is, do we have enough theologians to produce database to which AI could access? As a denomination, do we have enough database that if anyone wants to consult AI about Nigerian Baptist Convention, how sure are we that it will get authentic information? That it will not be an information reported by a third party that AI will lay on. So we need to develop ourselves. So for those of us who have these digital skills, please don't throw it away. I know a brother personally, Joel Olayinka by name. He's not a theologian, but he's a digital expert. He started working on mission statistics and started working on rich people group in Africa and in the world, and started dishing out information. Sometimes when we go to search for this information, we don't get correct data. But we need people who are in line. So this brother started doing this and started aligning with some pastors and the like. Today, Joshua Project has recruited him as their database content developer. Now, if you go to Joshua Project to ask for the statistics of the unreached, you will discover that what you are getting before is different from what you will get now. Recently, there is a dispute in Nigeria that our president was saying that Christians are not persecuted in Nigeria. And we have some database that reported that Christians are persecuted in Nigeria. Now, how do we get the authentic information? Now, searching through, it is only the information that AI could lay hands on. But people who reported the genocide of Christians in Nigeria, there are people who have this information. But when nations at the global world are searching for this information, is this information available to them? No. But you and I, we live in Nigeria, we know that some Christians are persecuted. So that is why we need to train ourselves in this, so that we can make authentic information available to people who are searching it. And AI has come to stay with us. So we should take away that phobia, but we should resist global recolonization. That is why we don't only depend on information that we provide to AI by the West. We need an African, we need a Nigerian to develop our own content. Sir, my question is that you made mention of different levels of using AI, especially ChatGPT. And you have only explained the general concept. I know that we are limited by time, but can you just go a bit, maybe to like 30%? How can we maximize to 10% beyond asking normal questions? How can we maximize AI? Thank you.
Question from our audience. Let's just hear him respond.
I hope you helped me to.
One is the fear of replacing AI with man.
Okay, super AI is predicted to come up in the next 5 to 10 years. It's not something very far. Yes, that is by the father of AI himself, Cruz or something. Now, to be frank with you, my own opinion, all the systems of the world, like my previous brother said, they are all leading to the Antichrist. and they're all leading to this mark of the beast. From inception, that is how it has been programmed. And to be honest with you, AI is the peak of it. That means we are already in the very end of the end time. And when we get to that level of cyborg, when something is now attached, I personally believe that that is the mark of the beast. Now, when we come to that era, if we ever come there, it means if you are not a cyborg, you will be inferior, very inferior to somebody that is. That means if you don't allow them to put a device on you, you'll be very inferior to somebody that is. That person will be like a superwoman compared to you. And that's where the temptation will be. Do we understand? That is my own personal opinion. Do we understand? Okay. I think I still remember his own question. How do we use ChatGPT up to like 100% or whatever? The first thing to ChatGPT and the likes, they are all LLMs. Do you understand? They are chatbots. They were created, like you said, through very large databases. Do you understand? So the first thing to begin to go beyond 30%, you must understand prompt engineering. What do I call it? That's the first thing. You must understand what? Prompt engineering. How do I communicate with AI in a language that it understands and it gives me the answer that I have in mind, even beyond? You must understand prompt engineering. It's a course on its own. Prompt engineering. Okay. If you open ChatGPT, you will see different modes. Have you tried it? Different mode. Research mode, internet mode, web mode, quick. Do you know the use of each of those modes? When you begin to know the use of each of those modes and begin to apply them, then you are going beyond the 30%. Do you understand? Okay. And the statistics are also proven that the whole world mostly are AI illiterates, even advanced countries. Why did I say so? Because more than 80%, about 81, 82 to be specific, they use ChatGPT. Do you understand? But there are other AI tools that can do some things better than ChatGPT. ChatGPT is, yes, I agree, generally, if you want to stay with one, stay with it. It can do most things generally. But there are some other AI tools that knows how to do certain things specifically, and those specific things, they can do it better than ChatGPT. That means most of the world, they are using AI ineffectively because they are sticking to only one tool, ChatGPT. Do you understand that? Now, nothing to be afraid of, I still maintain. You should know where to stop. Not just with AI, even on the internet. You should know where to stop with technology. We are Christians. We should be disciplined and we have discernment. And we have the Holy Spirit to guide us. You should know where to stop. Do you know the internet has like 3 levels? Do you know there is a level called the deep web? Most people, 99% of those using internet, we only use it at the surface level. There are 2 other levels that most of us have never visited. There is a level that is very dangerous. If you go to that level, all you need are tools to enter those levels. Where they begin to traffic in human beings, they begin to traffic drug. There is a level of internet where you get to, you see all those things open. But as a Christian, should you go to that level? No. But are you using the internet? Yes. So it depends on, you have to be disciplined and know where to stop. Do you get what I'm saying? Yes, any other question that I've not addressed? Like the last speaker also said, AI will reflect only the data you gave to it. It cannot reflect beyond the data you gave to it. Do you understand? Now, depending on the people that program AI, It all depends on their biasity. How biased are they? If the best AI guys, for instance, if they are Muslims, are you following? You know they will be biased towards Islam. So if you ask any question about God, it will be from the point of view of Islam. Do you get? So the answer AI gives you depends on the biasity of whoever programmed it. Do you understand? Now, what I'm saying is that we can create our own chatbots. If you go to ChatGPT, you know that you are at the mercies of those that created it. Whichever way it answers you depends on whatever is their bias. Do you understand that? Even though, according to them, they try to be as fair as possible. But they are humans and they are not Christian to make matters worse. Do you get? But we can create our own LLM like ChatGPT. Can call it spirit AI or whatever, Christian AI that is biased towards Christianity. And it answers all our questions from the point of view of Bible and Christian faith. Do you understand? That is what I was trying to say. So it now depends on the Christian. Am I going to ChatGPT for this particular question, or do I want to ask Spirit AI? Do you get my point? You know, it now depends on you. So man, nobody can control man. Man will make his choice anyway. Do you understand? Man will always make his choice. So they can choose to go down or up. It all depends on them. But we must provide them with alternatives. And we must warn them about the dangers of going the other way. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. We'll appreciate you once again. Please. God created man. Man created AI. So they cannot have the image of God in the AI. Please. And he concluded on the note of will, which is part of what God has made us with. The imago Dei that we are talking about is about volition. It's about you. God has given you. God will not take that away from you. But you have to set the boundary. So when you discover that AI is taking you to the other end, pull the trigger and come back. You have seen many crazy things now. Robots that can carry baby, that give birth, robot that does out chores, and people are no longer interested in marrying again. So just get your robot. Everything is done. And you see, what God has given to us, we are turning it against God. So please, let's go back to the scripture. Let's go back to God. The Lord will help us in Jesus' name. Okay. We have Reverend Oyelade online want to make a comment. Is it still on?
Yeah.
It's on? Okay. We are hearing you.
For giving me opportunity. Go ahead.
Go ahead, sir.
Can I go ahead?
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Sir, go ahead. Sir, go ahead.
Okay. My question is, how can a Baptist College of Theology as an institution leverage on AI to improve our income? How can Baptist College of Theology as an institution leverage on AI to improve our income? Thank you.
So maybe we help us to generate more. That's the question, sir. How can Baptist College of Theology make use of AI to generate income?
Excellent question. Okay, before I answer the question, I also want to say this. The very AI, like I think one of our daddies said, there is not new. Please, somebody said that there? Just wave your hand. Okay, is not new. Do you understand? In fact, we can trace it right from 1950 when Alan Turing gave the intelligence test. They call it the Turing test. All what he said was, if any machine can answer you in a similar way that human being would answer you, then that machine has passed the Turing test. And that was the basis for AI from 1950. Do you understand that? Another thing I want to say before I still answer my Oga's question is this. The fear of mankind since then till now, even the likes of Elon Musk, the richest guy in the world, their fear is we don't want to get to a stage where AI will take over from mankind. Where AI will do what? Take over. We now be in control. You know, okay, let me tell you one experiment that happened. Was it at Microsoft or Google? They created true AI robots. And these robots started talking to themselves in a language that no man understands. They had to shut them down immediately. Do you understand? But that was because they realized it. We may not. And they've already taken over. And they've started to control everything. You know, there is AI in military as well. If they take over our military, do you understand? You know we're in trouble. So that is the fear up to now. AI taking over from mankind. That means AI is now controlling AI instead of mankind controlling AI. Then that is very dangerous. It's a fear. How can we generate more income through AI? As case study in the Nigerian Baptist Convention. But okay, Nigerian Baptist College of Theology. Fantastic. All right. It's going to people will lose their jobs. If you want to, yes, that's the truth. Yes. That's the first thing I will mention. Do you understand? Because there are AIs. What 10 people are doing now, if they are well trained with and they can use AI very well, 2 people can do what 10 people are doing right now. So you cut salaries. Do you understand? Is the ad reality. Are you following? And that is how it will get to in every profession. You must just be among those 2 that now knows how to use AI. Do you understand? Or else you'll be part of the 8 that will be laid off. Do you get it? So that is one way. Okay? And we can improve our processes in accounting, in human resource management. There are AI tools for all processes. And if you apply AI tools for each of those processes, it will lead to more efficiency, more effectiveness, and it will lead to you generating more things. You know, I cannot say so many things because it's a theological school. If it was a normal company now, I can tell you so many other things that you can use to generate income. There are legitimate business, but I don't know what a theological school will be doing with such businesses. For instance, you know, they are hiring AI expert online. They are hiring data analysts online. Are you following? Legitimate. So if you find yourself in that space, if you're an expert in those fields that I've mentioned, then you can make a lot for yourself. Do you understand? Okay. I don't believe in using Christian stuff to make money. That's why I'm very reluctant to say a lot of things. Do you understand? I believe Christian institutions are supposed to be to help humanity and not for profiting. But individuals in Christian institutions can leverage on different AI tools to begin to make money. They can leverage on different AI tools to begin to make money. From training to application of the tools, and from being hired as AI experts, you can make money through all those means. Do you understand? Thank you very much.